There you go. Okay, now, next thing I want you guys to be aware of, before you even begin to engage the opponent, is that you have to have been practicing your stances and your transitions. Otherwise, you're going to get screwed. That's basically what it comes down to. If you have not practiced your stances, your movement, your footwork, your transitions, your strikes, if you don't have proficiency in those skill sets, then it doesn't matter what I show you here, because you're going to get stabbed anyway. Everything I'm showing you here is built upon having actually the ability to move, you know, and transition from range to range in a real world setting. Okay? So that means that whatever your favorite fighting stance is, you have to be able to take that stance all the way to the ground and in 360 degrees, as well as basically the Star of David pattern, that 8-pointed pattern. You have to be able to do that right now. And you have to apply your favorite forms of footwork right now. All right? So it doesn't even matter what your opponent is attempting to do. You have the acquired skill sets. You will be able to employ them, and you will be able to apply them against escalating resistance. Okay? That's what you want to do. That's what you want to do. So, with that in mind, I'm going to use the Automao Silai, the tiger style, which is pretty much common. This type of stance is pretty much common in Silai. I'm going to examine what I think is the strengths of it, and I'm going to examine with weaknesses. I already told you about some of this, but I want you to see it applied now. All right, if I'm facing an opponent, I'm squared here, and he does a thrust. Boom, see that? I'm twice the shoulder width, so it's easier for him to get through. Even if I manage to get my defenses here, there's still more of me have to move out of the way. Okay? If you're angled out, what happens is you have to come to this side where he does not have the vital organs available to him. All right? You'll be able to move more easily out of the way of the weapon's hand because there's less of you that have to move. But if you're here, he can miss here and still nail you here because you're twice the width. So you have to be aware of that and make the adjustments. You also have to be able to maintain your stances from the higher levels, all right, to shift into the lower levels. Shift into the lower levels, into the lower levels. When you're here, you can get lower and lower with your opponent, moving so that he has to move with you. See how I went from here all the way down to here? That's what you want to do. You want to be able to manipulate these movements and also apply, you turn this way, and also apply the disarms too. The first disarm is going to be flexing against the elbow and flexing against the shoulder. You should be able to apply this simply by stance transitions. Your opponent is not going to give it to you. He's going to seek to defend, he's going to strike you with his other hand, he's going to do all kinds of things. So if I grab here, he would naturally do something else. You try to grab here, you sit headbutt up, you try to push you off, all kinds of stuff, go. So you try to do that here, so push you off, you want to be in the knife anyway. Because you can apply the manipulation of his body, height, width, and depth style, and then manipulate the structure of the human body for your advancement. So what you're doing here, when you did the attack, I grabbed and I kept pulling him. I caught, moved out the way, and I kept pulling him. He was expecting to land the knife, and when you move out of the way, you're able to take advantage of the momentum that he gives you. You're able to move the knife and then manipulate the limbs accordingly. Okay? So lightning fast. Also, another common attack you see is this type of thing right here. That's where you need your footwork. You need to have the footwork to be able to deal with those kind of attacks. And that is where knowing how to zone. Again, like if he swings at the girl, swing at the show me some wild crazy attack like that right here, like that. You notice nobody really practices against that in the dojo or what have you, because their techniques are supposed to work. But in real life, somebody attacks you like that, you're gonna get stabbed if you don't like that. You see, you're gonna get stabbed if you don't know what you're facing here. So, because when you sit here, you gotta be willing. You gotta be willing to be able to take that type of weapon away from him with your footwork. If you cannot retreat, and he's attacking like this, understand 3 things: you're likely to get cut, but you won't die. 2, if you have your stances done properly, and you're aware that you might get cut, you'll still be able to get this weapon off of him. So let's say you're fighting him and he winds up getting a cut off of you, right? Right here, see that? You get a little cut, a little slash, but it's not really going to be anything significant. You're here, you can still apply the same movements here. Boom, let me turn this so you can see. Everybody can see. Still saying the same movements here. He's not going to pose for you this hand, go. He's going to try to hit him with the other hand, trying to hit the knife, whatever. So you get this arm lock right here. See that? I'm doing here, this lock here, boom, stance in, boom. You can get him right off. All right, you can hear boom, you can take him down, boom, and you wind up using the same disarm that you use from the opposite direction while he's on the ground. Okay? So be aware of those concepts and apply them. So 3 rounds, 5 minutes of that. Eyes focus on the sternum, zooming away from the weapon arm, grabbing with both hands, weapons arms, understanding that you're likely to get cut, but it won't be a fatal cut. Have your eyes focused on him, take him down, all right? And then I'll explain to you the importance of disarming your opponent and taking control of the knife. There's 2 separate things. Disarming the opponent leaves both of you without a weapon. Taking the knife away from the opponent means that you are in undisputed control of the situation. Because your opponent just experienced you deal with him going with arm, taking away the situation of advantage, which he thought was an unanswerable advantage, and now you're applying it to him. This will allow you to stay in coherence with the laws of the land. You can actually hold the person there until the police arrives. Okay, and we'll discuss that more in the next clip. All right, let's go to work.